Yo, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Today I come to you, man, with a heavy heart. I'm not happy. I'm gonna talk about the 25 people's being treated for food poisoning in Ikurleni, and I'm like, how many more kids should we lose? How many more kids needs to be hospitalized until this issue is addressed? And when I say addressed, I mean properly addressed, not the lip service, not close with close remarks. I don't mean that. I mean properly addressed. With that I mean state of emergency, closing down all these spaza shops, making sure that like there's compliance, making sure like yes compliance, and also there's people that do a random check on this spaza shop to check if like there's a compliance. And also these people that are doing those random checks, these people are not people that are gonna be taking bribes from the owners of this spaza shop just to say like they're complying even when they're not complying. This need to be addressed properly, guys. We cannot have our president doing close remarks on this. That's actually BS. We need to let's just call it a spade a spade. It's BS for a president to make close remarks on that. That needs to be treated. It should be up there. It should be actually a priority. It should be a priority. Like, make no mistake on that. But this thing has been happening like through, in fact, since August. Since August, we've been having young kids losing their lives, being hospitalized. Right now it's almost December. Kids should be prioritizing or focusing on writing exams and being excited because the schools are about to close, being excited of getting their reports, knowing that they're passing to the next to going to the next grade next year. But then right now they're finding themselves in hospitals fighting for their lives. Some have lost their lives. How have things gotten this worse in this country? Because each and every week there's a new case of kids being hospitalized in South Africa because of consuming these poisonous or counterfeit goods. Because look, it's not even like a new thing. This thing has been happening. This thing has been happening for years and years and years, and it's still not being prioritized or addressed. What is it going to take for this country to actually address this issue? How many more kids need to lose their lives? Do they even know what they need to do in order to fix this mess? Because for me, we cannot have this puzzle shop industry in the hands of foreign nationals. That's actually insane. The thought of it in jail, like, it does boggle my mind, because I'm like, how is it that like it's not even safe for South African to have a puzzle shop business? It's not safe, because that business is seen as the business that is like actually is for foreigners only. That business, if you're a South African and you own a spaza shop, your life is actually at risk. So that business is actually reserved for foreigners. How did we allow that? How did we allow that as South Africans? How have we normalized that as South Africans? Do we actually love this country? And for me, it will never make sense that like we've allowed it and our government is not doing anything about it. And it's not because like, I mean, South Africans used to have spaza shops way before. When I was young, that business was owned by South Africans, and we've been buying from those South Africans owners that were using and owning this spaza shop business. I can't even remember one case of a young South African who was maybe hospitalized because he ate something that was poisonous, and that thing was bought from a local spaza shop. Not even once. And one thing I liked about that period when South Africans used to own this business, because they used to buy these products from respectable they used to buy their stocks from into reputable what do you call outlets. They were buying the stocks from reputable outlets. They were not buying from outlets that we don't even know. They were not buying from money into things, businesses that we don't even know. Because some of these people they do produce these foods that they're selling to the kids, and some of these those shops that they're buying from, we don't even know them. We don't even know where those some of those items were produced. Some they produced themselves. But then how are we sure that they're using the right products in order to produce some of those products that they're selling in the spaza shops? So, and my thing is, South Africans used to like to buy from this shop because they were saying they are cheap. Yes, they are cheap because they're buying these things. These things that they're selling to you are fakes. Because there's a reason why South Africans have stopped they've stopped having spaza shops, because most South Africans stopped buying from South African owned spaza shop because they were like, no, they're too expensive. No, okay, like now you chose to buy from this cheap spaza shops. Like now you paid the heaviest price with your life. Now you actually have even a huge bill that you need to settle because you're hospitalized because you consume something that is harmful. So you see, cutting corners has never worked in life. Cutting corners has never worked in life. In fact, I don't even want to blame the consumers. I don't want to blame South Africans, the customers. My blame goes to our government, because they're the one that have allowed this. Because this spaza shop business needs to be regulated. It needs to be regulated. If it means like they all need to close down, let it be, because we cannot afford losing more lives. If they need to close all the spaza shop, then let it be. If that's what will take in order to address this issue properly, let it be, because no one wants to lose their lives. No mother or no parent wants to lose their children's life, because one thing about children, they're still young, they're not mature. They will continue buying from this spaza shop. So it's kind of like, it's actually nonsensical for some of these government officials to say, oh, for the communities need to stop buying from these shops. What nonsense is that? How are you going to tell a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old who wants a sweet to stop? How are you going to stop a 5-year-old, 6-year-old from buying a sweet? How are you going to tell her that? Anyways, let me just go from this, man, because like this one, it really infuriates me, man. Is Cyril still the president of South Africa? Bro, I'm not even sure. Then keep voting for ANC for this nonsense to be happening. They can't even protect citizens. Panyaza looked radical until it's time to lead. Panyaza is useless, man. Where is it only kids affected by this event? Make sense. Like I said in the last video, that like probably because kids, like the intestines, they cannot withstand some of those this poisonous stuff. They're not yet matured enough. They're still young. Their body is not strong enough to fight some of those things. That could be the issue. I think people need to, because I've seen so many people say like, why is it only the kids? Why is it only the kids? Maybe even adults that are consuming these things, just that like their intestines are strong enough, their lungs are strong enough to fight those and to fight those things. Let me just, immune system is not as strong, plus they are biggest consumer of those. Exactly. Ah, man, you summed it up perfectly. There's someone behind food poisoning.